So I was having breakfast with one of my ham friends Saturday, N4HAY, and he recently got, or I guess a couple months back, a Vibroplex bug, and we were just talking about using a bug. Bugs produce dits automatically. They're called semi-automatic because they produce dits automatically like a paddle, but the DAWs are manual, as opposed to touch paddle once on either side. You get repeating DAWs, repeating dits with a bug, repeating dits, but manual DAWs. Anyway, so we were talking about trying not to put a swing into your Vibroplex sending. A swing is when your dits are, or your DAWs are not the proper ratio to your dits. So a proper ratio of dits to DAWs is 3:1. So if I just squeeze my paddles, that's the dit and the DAW. The DAW is supposed to be 3 times longer than the dit. So when you're using a bug, since you're making your DAWs manually, you're controlling not only the timing between the inter-character bits of it, but the timing of the DAWs. So if I'm sending the letter O on a paddle, it's controlling the space between each of the dashes, or DAWs. As we're on the Vibroplex, I should be matching my paddle. I'm not. But that's what I strive to do. So the way I practice that, so that I don't put a lot of swing into the bug, is I'll practice sending something, and sometimes I'll alternate words between the bug and the paddle, and sometimes I'll just do the same word back and forth. I'm obviously not on a QSO. Right now I've got my power turned to 0 on my radio, so I'm not transmitting, and it's the sound you're hearing is actually coming out of my old keyer, which is why it's got a bit of a pop. But anyway, so I'll practice by sending, say, the letter or the word "the," and make sure that it sounds the same on a bug. Okay, so some letters are harder than others to get the timing right on, and bug operators tend to hang on final DAWs longer than the paddle will do. So, you know, if I was sending a letter Q, the final element is a DAW. If I were to do that with a swing on the bug, see, it's too long, so it needs to have the evenly spaced DAWs. So when I'm sending my call, see, I'm swinging it again. So this is why it's important to keep going back and forth, paddling, practicing with your paddle right next to and back and forth with your bug. And I haven't been using my bug a lot lately, so I'm losing the knack. I need to practice them both together. And the goal is for my bug to sound indistinguishable from a paddle. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. So if you want to get proficient with a bug and you don't want it to sound too different from an electronic keyer with a paddle, use them both and just go back and forth. That's all for now.